Hi everybody, Sam White here, founder of Shakespeare in Detroit, and welcome to our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any digital content coming from your favorite classical theater right here in the city of Detroit, Shakespeare in Detroit. Now, I wanted to check in with everybody and let you know about our 2025 season. We've gotten some inquiries like, when are auditions for the next season? What shows are you doing in 2025, etc. And so I thought it would be appropriate for me to stop by our channel and give you a little bit of an update. It's already November and January, the new year will be here before you know it. Well, I'm happy to share that Shakespeare in Detroit is now focused on quality versus quantity. Shakespeare in Detroit has never programmed a typical season. So typical theater seasons usually start around September or October and they go through May. That's never been our template. Shakespeare in Detroit, we started off our programming, our productions outdoors when we pioneered Othello at Grand Circus Park. That was the first time Shakespeare in the Park had ever been done in the city of Detroit, and we were really proud to pioneer that incredible production and performance for my beloved hometown, Detroit. And then from there, we've programmed in site-specific locations. We've brought our work to the community instead of asking the community to come to us, because we believe in access, we believe in inclusivity, and we've been doing this kind of work for more than a decade. And that's always been the way that we worked. We always wanted to make sure that anyone who wanted to see high quality productions had the opportunity to do so by way of Shakespeare in Detroit. And so we've never had a traditional theater season. In addition to that, we've also always been fiscally responsible, which means that we've never spent more than we've had coming in. And that really helped us, because when the pandemic came around in 2020, we didn't have to get any loans or sort of supplement our income in any sort of way, because we were okay financially, because we never spend what we don't have and we never have things that we don't use. And so we've always, again, been fiscally responsible, meaning we don't just produce shows to produce shows, we curate productions. I would say we're curators more than producers. We think about what the city needs in any particular moment or year. What are sort of things that might inspire people, entertain people, uplift our community? Where are some cool places we can bring these ideas to the community? What makes sense? All of these things, what do we have budget for? All of these things are taken into consideration, and then we produce from there, rather than saying, oh, we have to just keep pushing out product. We've always been people versus product, and that's worked for us financially and otherwise. We make sure that our risks are creative or artistic risk rather than financial risk, and we want to be smart, especially being that I'm the founder. I want to be really smart about setting up Shakespeare in Detroit for its future, because one day, not anytime soon, don't worry, not yet, but one day there will be another leader at Shakespeare in Detroit, or leaders, and I want to make sure that they have a solid foundation and don't have a ton of baggage, right? We want them to have benchmarks, things that they can use to catapult the organization, more than baggage or things that hold them down or weigh them down from making progress and impact in the city of Detroit. So with that, in 2025, we will be producing, of course, this summer. We always have our summer youth conservatory. We're also in schools during the regular school year. So in 2025, Shakespeare in Detroit, we always have our youth conservatory. In the summer, we'll be doing that this year. I'm really excited to announce the show very soon. We have a couple of ends to tie up for the summer show, but I will be announcing what our youth production will be, and we have a new protocol, a new way of making sure that our work is accessible to all youth in our area. So we'll talk more about that in January, and I'm really excited to share with you who our director is for 2025, because I think you're going to be really excited to know who that person is and how we're creating a pipeline of impact from schools to university to the professional world. So stay tuned for that. Again, our summer 2025 Youth Conservatory announcement is coming up in January. We'll announce that at the top of the year, so hold on to your seats. What I'll share with you in regards to professional programs in 2025, we will not produce any professional work in the winter or the spring because I'm currently doing some pre-production work and planning, but we will have shows in the fall, in the winter, and then the spring, which is the 2025-2026 season. Again, we're focused on quality versus quantity. In addition to that, we're gonna have a ton of digital content right here on YouTube, as well as our TikTok, our Instagram, our Facebook page. And so you want to make sure that you stay tuned. Even our LinkedIn has become even more active. So make sure that you stand by for more digital content coming from your favorite classical theater here in the city of Detroit, Shakespeare in Detroit. Yes, so much coming down the pike. We want to make sure that we're introducing our work, not just to audiences that, our traditional audiences who we love and cherish, but we always want to make sure that we are fortifying the future of theater from the artists to the audiences. And so it's important for us to really, not in addition to our work in analog or in person, to lean into our digital work. So we want to have Gen Z coming to our shows. It's super important that we, reach out to younger millennials. I'm what they consider a geriatric millennial. But we want to be able to serve, our younger millennials, Gen Z, and of course, and always our traditional audiences of all ages. But the point of the matter is that we want people to feel, to know, whether you're 18 or 88, you're invited to a Shakespeare in Detroit production. And so we need to do better on the digital front to make sure that Gen Z feels invited and a part of our space, a part of our community, because they are the future of Detroit. They are the future of the performing arts landscape here in Michigan, and there are future audience members and artists. And we're doing a great job as far as our program Shakespeare Steam is concerned, and now we're excited to ramp up the work that we're offering to young audiences and others via our digital platform. So stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. Again, our youth production is coming back during our annual summer conservatory for youth in Detroit, and then we'll also be announcing a 25-26 season. So there's so much coming from Shakespeare in Detroit. Know that we're taking our time because we don't want to just produce for producing's sake or just give you a play just because we want to produce a play. We want it to make sense and to really create grand impact in the city of Detroit. I'm from Detroit, born and raised, from 7 Mile. I went to DPSCD from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. I graduated from Wayne State. I am a Detroiter through and through. Most of my family is here, and so it's important personally for me that I make sure that the work that I'm helping produce and cultivate for the city makes sense, not just for my own sort of, ego or ideas, but that it really serves the community that has given me so much, that has served and helped Shakespeare in Detroit thrive. And so stand by. I promise you, when we announce what's coming up next, you are going to be so excited. In the meantime, I want to thank our current partners, Detroit Public Schools Community District, and all of our teachers, where we are embedded in schools for this academic year. And we hope that we can continue to cultivate those amazing young people throughout Detroit schools. Thank you for being partners. Thank you to parents, because we can't do our STEAM work without you. And for anybody tuning into this channel, we thank you so much for helping spread the word about Shakespeare in Detroit. If you want to share this video with folks who love the city, love the performing arts, love Shakespeare, love theater, make sure you do that. Share this post and this channel on your digital pages. Make sure you like this video. If you want to leave a comment about why you love Shakespeare or why you support Shakespeare in Detroit, we'd love to hear from you. And again, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Sam White. It's been great catching up with you all, and I'll see you soon. So much exciting news and more coming. Stand by. Bye.